Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Street Urchin here with another relationship-related video, specifically talking about one of the more stubborn personalities, the INTJ. As male and female INTJs have different options and expectations, we will be covering both sides of the proverbial coin. This includes attracting a suitable partner to your levels of ambition, and subsequently keeping that partner around. It would appear that the latter seems relatively tricky for most INTJs. The biggest complaint I've heard from men is that their partners inevitably seem to lose interest. As for the women, they seem to be the ones losing interest in their partners. Strange. Anyhow, if you're an INTJ man, then there are a few things you should know about yourself by now. You're generally very focused. You have an amazing work ethic. You're currently in a career or working on getting one, and you do your best to stay physically strong. These are fantastic qualities to have as a man. However, you're quite simply doing it for too many hours of the day. Focusing that much time and energy on your goals and ambitions has taken away from the time you could have focused on learning social interactions from others. This is quite crippling to your dating pool, as now you're in competition with literally any man who's more comfortable talking to women. And when I say comfortable, I mean any man that doesn't care about impressing her, speaking to them in a casual manner. As far as I can tell, you've got two solid options. One, you can find a woman who's massively introverted, meaning one that doesn't meet a lot of people in general, so you become one of her better options. Or two, you can start learning how to speak to people in a social, recreational environment, like a
human.
I'm aware that many of you are eyeballing option one. Finding a woman who's both terrified of meeting people and going outside, that's exceedingly rare, so you may not want to put all your eggs in that basket. But if you're set on believing that's the only option, you're most likely to find them being sociable online. They're usually ISFPs playing some sort of video, often MMOs. I also want to point out that men tend to orbit women who have a purely online presence, so it may be difficult to muscle your way through to get her attention. Now, if you would like to work on one of your other functions and talk to someone in person, that's something I have a bit more experience in. But in your case, we're looking for a woman with a personality that meshes a little easier with yours. You're definitely a man that prefers to be in charge, generally disagreeable. As you might expect, there aren't many female types that are willing to put up with that, and each of those personalities are going to have their own expectations of you. My picks for you are ISFPs and ESFJs. Obviously, the ISFP is a natural companion personality. Artistic, go with the flow, looking for a leader. Just make sure you don't neglect their physical desires. And no, that's not what I meant. Although they will fantasize about what they want out of their relationship with you, they're still very physically preferenced people. So they enjoy good foods, physically close moments, eye-pleasing decorations, and you will be required to interrupt your routine from time to time and acknowledge what she wants. You will need to do this until you die or you don't want to be together anymore. ESFJs, on the other hand, are familiar that many men have issues being social. She's aware of what to expect in an average relationship, and she won't be all that put off by your desire for alone time. However, it's highly likely that she will still want children, and you will be required to provide to her a life she expects to receive from a man. That means you will eventually need a large house, 2 or more cars, and required social time with the community. If she does not receive those things in an adequate amount of time, she'll be taking your stuff faster than you can say no-fault divorce. Getting the attention of either one is fairly straightforward. Be presentable, be pleasant, and for the love of God, look happy. When I see you outside, half the time you look like you're checking out a crime scene. At least pretend like you want to talk to people. Look like you're having a good time, and you're enjoying the company around you. So work on your chronic happy face. This makes you look far more approachable. And as for actual conversation, treat them like a normal person, as if you're being polite but you have no interest in anything more than friendship. Example:
Hi, I'm Street Urchin. It's nice to meet you.
Yes.
I say this because I don't know how many times I've watched INTJs change from a focused, no-nonsense, efficient, give-em-hell attitude kind of man into a blubbering oaf as soon as a woman shows him any kind of attention. They immediately hand out special treatment, change their tone of voice, drop hundreds or thousands of dollars, and slap on that white knight armor. Those are things you should be doing after a woman commits to you, not before. It reeks of desperation. And the kind of woman you're looking for doesn't enjoy desperate. No, but you can buy me one. Just one? How about 3? Don't do that.
They look heavy. Let me take these to your table.
And if you could hand this one to my boyfriend.
F*** you. Whiskey?
Now it's time to talk about the ladies, which is a little sarcastic because many of you don't, act like ladies. So your big problem is that you're always going to be keeping an eye out for raising your status. You want more success, you want more money, you want your independence. Here's the obvious problem. What you're likely to be attracted to and what would mesh better with your personality are straight up 2 different sets of traits from 2 completely separate people. I've seen it so many times before. INTJ gets with a man that submits to them, a bit more sensitive, treats them like a sidekick. Then the INTJ INTJ starts becoming bored, tired, uninterested with them over time. Then boom, INTJ drops an expressionless bombshell, then tells me about it like they were just running an errand. You're looking for success in many, if not all, aspects of your life. Career, physical fitness, and yes, the status of your partner. You're gonna be more attracted to the man that has money, a career, social graces, and of course physical attractiveness helps. That kind of man is of course very rare, and you would have to divert a great deal of your introverted intuition to his benefit, or he overlooks you. And I know that if you're 30 and under, you are 100% not into that. So instead, what personality will be your sidekick most effectively, but still has the potential to keep up with you or surpass you in status? INTPs typically have amazing potential in specific, high-paying fields, so long as you're there to help them achieve it. They also have incredible confidence issues with other humans, so it should be easy for you to take the reins in most decisions. Many ESFP males are very easy to dominate. It'll be kind of like having a drone in your house that does your bidding. Their potential can be quite high if you get them into things like modeling or dancing, OnlyFans of course. However, you'll need to make sure that you have control of the finances, and he also might cheat on you. Don't know if that's a deal breaker for you or not.
They're untrustable. We can't trust men.
But relationships of any kind for you will be work. It will require taking regular breaks from your plans to deal with the issues you have with the other person. You'll need to be proactive in finding ways to keep your attention up. I recommend picking a partner that has some of the same interests as you. That way you can trick yourself into believing it's not a waste of time, and you'll be building enough pleasant moments to categorize your relationship as love. And that is it for today. I hope you INTJs found it somewhat helpful. Pretty sure the females will ignore it entirely, but I hope you men take it to heart. My younger brother is an INTJ, so I have a special interest in this particular topic, but he doesn't listen to me about women either, so. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to check in later for some more practical MBTI, and I'll see you next time. Bye!